Well, my name is Don Claspill. I started teaching adjunct here in 1963, taught from 63 to 66, and then started full-time in 1971 and retired in 2004, but taught adjunct all the way from 2005 through 2018. So about 50 years altogether. Well, one of the interesting kind of melodramas that occurred at Simpson was in the late 1980s. I was teaching a course, team teaching a course called Western Culture, and some of the students who had taken it before thought they'd have a little fun with the freshmen, and so they got the choir robes from the choir building, wherever that part was, and the box in which the choir robes were kept looked like a coffin. And anyway, as soon as it was time for the test, the students were all in their place. The door opened and these about 12 or 16 upperclassmen came in all dressed in long robes, and they were carrying this coffin-like thing on their shoulders. And some of them they were singing a dirge, Western Culture. And anyway, they were banging their heads with their textbooks as they came into the room. They marched up to the front, to the table where I was standing, and put the coffin down, opened the lid, and somebody inside, dressed as a corpse, with their face all painted white, would rise up and hand me the tests. And then they'd get back down, they'd close the lid, and they'd sing out with the dirge as they went out of the room. And I looked at the students. I wasn't too sure whether they were ready to laugh or to cry as a result of that first introduction. One of the blessings of serving on a Christian school was that we could pray. And one of the things that was practiced by many of the faculty in San Francisco in the 1970s, for example, was to pray before each class, in every course before each class. And so that was a practice that I developed, to pray for the class that we were about to have and to pray for the students. And I carried that practice on from the very first classes I taught all the way until the last class I taught, undergraduate class that I taught in 2018. And of course, the other thing that was important for infusing Christian faith, I think, in the students is being able to teach everything from a biblical worldview. And so in many of my courses, especially in World Civ, I spent a lot of time talking about the Reformation and talking about creation and the other topics as well, but it was just a blessing to be able to put everything in what I believe is the proper perspective of life.